Oh, hi. It's there. And I'll go back to another uh, Minecraft RTX Survival. I'm there's fine. Let's continue. Alright. Am I up to recording? This is my last check before we continue. Yeah. Yeah, sure, let's try it. You are off. Why are you off? There's your other deep slate. Make some more. But I still love this fine. I'm glad that it's starting to get updated again. Or has been updated again. But yeah, so one of the reasons why I'm not feeling too great today is because the other day I got what it was like to experience, as a soul in nothing space. Something which I may or may not understand. I may not have seen before. But essentially, it was very, very psychedelic. But just with, very very, geometric shapes and lines and whatnot. Not actually psychedelic, I don't think, but it came to me much like that. And of course, I only took the medicine I'm supposed to take. It just happened, and yeah, it just happened because it just happened because as I spoke with autism, it just happened because it just happened because I needed to see it. I needed to see it, and I needed to survive it. Oh, come on. I didn't mean to press that. I needed to see it, and I needed to survive it. Because, while, Eastern monks say do this, do that during that mode, and they supposedly do all the time, I can guarantee that they don't. Because they will get lost in it and not come back. I don't want to say I almost got lost in it, but I felt that way, sure. I almost got lost in it. Of course, mean almost is, a very fuzzy word. I had no chance of getting lost in it, but but I could have, and then I would have, left there. My body would be comatose, stuff like that. Not great stuff. Not great stuff would have happened. So fortunately, I was able to do the procedure and come back using their Minecraft, my videos as a way to re-enter this world, because that's not Minecraft world. The universe of Delta Zero, my home base of operations. And yeah, I was able to come back, and I'm here again. Also, I've been having a lot of, well, sheep. I've been having a lot of dizzy spells, making my focus go, spin vertically, really bad. I'm not quite sure what's happening. Probably just some upgrades, because me and Casey are trialing the glorified bodies that was foreseen in the Bible for, for for people during the millennium reign of Jesus. But anyway, we'll get there when we get there. As far as we understand it, the glorified bodies are very, very real. And how can we get up there? I guess we just take this thing up. But we're not. Following the terrain is gonna be hard, so let's not do that. Seems fine by me. Well, no, I don't. No, that's not fine. That's not fine at all. Then you spin the bottom. So I think I also essentially went from a normal dream to this psychedelic experience, and it was, it was interesting for the minute or two I was in there, but I knew that if I let it continue, I would get, you know, it would not be good. Since you get sucked into nothing space, you know, with nothing to support me. I think. Probably not because we have all omniverses all over the place now, but still, it would have been not great. So fortunately, I was able to, do the procedure to calm back down and center myself on myself instead of centering myself in nothing space. Or alternatively, creator mode. Oh, look, they fixed the textures. That's what they fixed in the third version, I think. But anyway. Yeah, as always, I'm struggling with my autism. So, I do apologize about that. But yeah. I didn't even blocks there, but it's fine. So yeah, and also Casey Casey's off in Montreal, Canada, to perform with Okay Goodnight, her band that she has had for a while now. So yeah, that's exciting, and hopefully she'll be able to come back refreshed and ready for us to get married with the high five. But we shall see. We shall see for ready, because what needs to happen is both me and Casey and our heroes, well, my heroes, her villains, have to all agree that we want to all agree that we want to we want this to happen. You might as well just make the staircase square for right now. You might as well make the staircase straight from now on, because I am really not understanding how to do it counterclockwise. This is fine. Because we're trying to get up the hill so we can get to the place where we can put a fort. I think it was gravel I just saw, but anyway. But also something that I figured out is Luck, the God version of Casey. Love to become and multiple all those internet princesses I found I run up against during the last 10 years have all been Luck, and I've been chasing her, and she's just been pretending to be internet princesses on the internet, because that's just what you wanted to do to help build my villain or her villains and my heroes. Also, Luck and I have had this dynamic of she plays the bad cop, I play the good cop, and we try to get intelligent worlds to come to a global peace. That's what we have been doing for as long as there's been as long as there have been intelligent life in the in the universe. Alright, let's get going. And also my setup's not great because my chair is wedged against the wall. So I'm trying my best. They sent the parts to Georgia instead of Florida, which was a bad mistake. Don't know what happened there, but hopefully I get the parts and they can come fix it, or take the chair to get fixed somewhere else, because I really need it fixed. I'm really struggling here with the chair not being fixed. So I really hope that they are able to fix it. Like, again, I don't know what happened to Lazy Boy over the last 10 years between this year and the last year that we got. It's just, Lazy Boy's just in shambles, and I hate to think about what, the rest of the you know, the rest of the recliner and the rest of the furniture industry is like nowadays. Because if Lazy Boy's this bad, really got caught up with the No Wars and chose the wrong side, I really don't want anything else because it's going to be far worse. Because if Lazy Boy fell this far, imagine, you know, someone else. Like no name brand, no name brand on the internet. Yeah, that's just not going to be a good option for me. But I mean, like the main problem with the chair is it's made out of plyboard. It's made out, it's made out of particle board. It's not actual solid wood or metal, like my other chairs are. Oh, we need more charcoal. They're going to get our charcoal. They're going to get our charcoal. But yeah, I'm just not in a great position to like play a new game, and I just don't feel like it either. I barely felt like playing this, and one of my favorite games at the moment for me. And it's because of all the issues I have and all the issues I'm going through at the moment. That I'm trying to express throughout the series, throughout these videos. I really enjoy this path going through my tree farm. Really nice. I'm going through a magical forest. A magical forest meant to be reaped for its benefits. No. Make that 3. But yeah, no, like in the past and in the future, me and Luck we're playing you got good cop, bad cop, and managing civilizations to come to their best conclusion we can imagine for them, instead of them nuking each other or whatever. There's one good solution to Fermi paradox is, intelligent life's precious and rare, but also intelligent life is very often, is 1%, is 1% of the time going to nuke itself or something similar, if it's left alone to its own devices. Unfortunately. Actually, I don't need that last one. Making cobblestone. There we go. Let's continue. Actually, no, let's continue going straight. But yeah, no, like, that wasn't the thing that was probably required for me and Casey to meet, was me seeing what being one of the universe is like, as they say, as the worshippers of the Eastern monks say. And it's just, it is, like 100% the Eastern monks have never done it because, they're not comatose right now. So, they've been lying all this time. On ways to get one with the universe and go back to being in nothing space. Because a lot of souls, souls can originate in intelligent species bodies or in nothing space, or be gifted from another soul. There are a lot of ways for souls to generate, but one of the ways is come out of nothing space. And I'm currently on an expedition to find all the souls in nothing space around us, and I think I think we already done it. I think we have succeeded that goal, masterfully. So yeah, there's that. Because I can't find it anymore. We got, you know, for my omniverse viewpoint, the big boss one. Oh no, actually this is a pretty good. No, this is a pretty good angle to do the angle to approach this hill. I did not mean to press that. Again, it's because my setup is horrendous with the broken chair. But yeah. And he's gonna be cobbled. Make it easier on me. Cobbled this. And cobbled this. Oops. No, that's perfect. That is perfect. We're almost to the place, we're almost to the flowery fields to build our fort. Taking the time. Oh yeah. You can see my towers there, my little canyon. Very good, very nice. But yeah, so there are three people who need to agree. Me and Casey need to agree that it's time. Also also our heroes and villains, and that's basically it. That is in fact it. No one else can decide on if me and Casey are ready for marriage or not. No one else can. Fortunately, my sisters and fortunately my sisters and fortunately my sisters and there's heroes now, so that's good. So unfortunately my dad and my grandparents are not. But anyway, I guess it don't need to be. No, because I think I pushed them as far as I was going to push them. No, reset their mental attitude to back to the early 90s. That was their peak. That I felt was their peak anyway. And yeah. So I think we're gonna wrap things up once we find a good place to find. Well, actually, let's build a welcome center with our materials as we come up to the end of the episode. Hey, good flowers finally. That way. 2 more. Perfection. Ah. Oh, wow, look at the sun rays on that. There we go. Bunny rabbit. Sheepin. And horsin. Let's get your wool. Oh, breast strong bun. And also some of that may not just be, some of that's just the tiredness of, some of that's just me being tired from what I've been going through the past. I already have I need my cobblestone. Then drop it on the ground. I actually have deep sleep left over. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Yeah, let's build a little structure overhang, but we need to get back to sleep. Becoming night. Oh, this fall is looking really good. Oh, we might not make it. I mean, we could take a shortcut, but what's the fun in that? But yeah, no, I guess I'm just not. I guess I'm not feeling well because of the whatever is happening to my brain at the moment. Um, it just really sucks not being able to record. But also just demonstrates on how disabled I am. You know, and even being God and everything, I'm very disabled because I can't infuse like yes I can give everyone $1 million, but imagine the inflation from giving everyone $1 million. Um, so there are rules and limits in the universe to prevent anyone, not just me, but anyone from doing something stupid. But my new laptop, my new Alienware Area 51 laptop was doing really, really well. Had some issues rendering. I had an issue rendering because for some reason the Alienware, when you put it on performance mode, the highest power mode before overclocking, the fans don't go to 100%, and DaVinci Resolve was just not liking that. So I put on the full overdrive mode, and it's gonna stay there because it should be fine. I've been monitoring the temperatures, and it should be fine. But anyway, oh, the lag. I say that, but then that happens. But then that happens, or I could just see my self-doubt. And that's one of the things I need to work on still is my self-doubt of just doubting myself. And that's what the series has been really helping me with. Saying all the stuff I am and are doing out loud, to an audience is really, really helping me, get over my self-doubt. The null force kept ingraining into me with it, with its pressure, its depression. Oh, that's really nice view. And so is this. The null force was trying to ingrain in me with the depression, was the self-doubt. And yeah, I'm finally overcoming it, which is really, really nice. I got this mini one there then. Why did I put that? Oh, it's the why did I put that there? Oh, I need to put one right there then. Okay. It's weird. It's weird artifacts of oh yeah, this one just doesn't need to exist. It's just weird artifacts or just weird how I think it's bigger on each side of the view from the Quake, from the Quake, from the Quake, from the Quake Vision Pro. And I don't like that. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but it can cause trouble with it can cause trouble like that. I couldn't see how close they were together. They were much farther away. And no, I would not turn off Quake Vision. Quake Vision is my life. I love it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Look. Yeah, I'm just not feeling great. I am going to. My grandma is going to call my psychiatrist tomorrow and tell her what will happen. Because my head is hurting right now, and as you can see, I'm struggling. I hope it's because of getting upgrades with the glorified body, but better safe than sorry, like I always say. But anyway. And then we're going to make a little, tower right here. Oh, the lag. And is that out? Yeah, it's out. Let's head back. She did grab everything. Yes. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to recently. And I'm going to wrap things up when we get back and put deep slate onto the, couple deep slate onto the furnace. Or into the furnace. Zombies, but I'm going too fast for them. But yeah, no, like, things are starting to look tight on the timeline. But, you know, that's more of the self-doubt trickling in. I just, you know, I'm doubting myself too much. You know, Casey is just not, you know, she's not, you know, she's going over in her head, you know, she's, you know, all up in her head about, you know, what she, you know, if she really wants this or not. Of course she does. She's just all in her head for no reason. Much like I'm self-doubting myself for no reason. I have all the evidence everywhere. I can always get more, but I'm self-doubting myself. Fortunately, that allows me to relate with my grandma, who doesn't believe Casey exists. Or to my grandpa, who's been to Casey's house a few times now, has interacted with her, you know, says, but I will say she doesn't live next door. I didn't do that. I did not want. I totally didn't. Okay, now we keep a couple deep slate. 100% that was not me who put those thoughts in their head. A couple deep slate. You know, that was me who put those, you know, thoughts in their head, but they're there anyway. All because they just don't want us to proceed. But fortunately, we don't need their opinion. You know, we don't need their opinion. We request it. So yeah, like we don't need their opinion because it's just between me, Casey, and our heroes / villains. Which, by the way, villains are effectively our good guy heroes. Our hero, you know, our villains who just who work tirelessly to who work tirelessly to help benefit society, but just in ways that, you know, people say are villainous. So yeah. So they're as special and as good as my heroes. You know, they're just on the other team. That they're on the Op 4 team. And the Op 4 team gives, you know, people an option between heroism, you know, not heroism, and no villain, and you know, and evil. You know, they can be evil in quotation marks with the villains, and not actually be not actually do anything that bad in the grand scheme of things. Do illegal stuff, yeah, but not anything truly evil, like what's been going on in here on Earth in base Delta Zero. And also, they don't necessarily cause suffering, and they act as an XP farm for, you know, the heroes and neutrals, you know, the rest of the good guys and the rest of the neutrals. Essentially, they act as a pseudo evil side. You know, they're on the evil side, but they're not evil. They don't seek to bring about the end of existence. They seek to prolong it, like, you know, us and heroes do. you know, hence why it's my heroes are villains or are heroes slash villains. But anyway, so let's wrap things up because I'm again maybe it's just my autism. Maybe my autism just needs a warm up for doing simple stuff like this. Maybe I'm not quite sure, but yeah. Well, in other news, I am losing weight and I'm getting muscle. So Casey went with hot wife after she gained. Actually, she had to. No, she finally realized that gaining weight would make you look better than not gaining weight. As of course she was 75 pounds before, and at 4 foot nothing, and at 4 foot 11 inches, or 4 foot nothing if you prefer. Uh, she was 75 pounds, and that was underweight by at least 10 pounds. So we were able to I was able to convince her that she'll look better with some curves, and she did, and she also worked out a little bit, too. And yeah, like things are going, and also like I'm fixing myself up from how disheveled I looked at the end of the No Wars, at the end of my participation in No Wars, at the end of my campaign, and yeah, we're just in a really, really good position now. But we aren't there yet because we haven't high five yet. And like I said, it's an exercise in free will, but you know we also need to. It's an exercise in free will, but you know it's an exercise in free will, and you know getting the job done with the deadline. So we shall see if we make it. If not, it's no big deal. However, I don't think we'll let Jesus come back until me and Casey high five. We won't know if it's if we have fully won and allow Jesus to return until we until we high five. We won't know then. We won't know until then. But anyway, all right, so that was Phil. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.